All right, hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. First, let's look at two earnings plays that we did on Chewy and GameStop. So for Chewy, we were slightly bullish on this, and so we sold the $75 put and bought the $70 put. Sold that for a credit of $1.33. Of course, if this puked, we could risk the entire $5. $5 minus 133, of course, is our total risk, but we're looking for essentially sideways to up. We closed at 79.15. You can see after hours we're slightly down, but still above our put. So far it looks good, but it's not that warm, cozy feeling of, wow, the stock is trading at 90 and we have nothing to worry about. GameStop, we did a little differently. So with GameStop, wow, there's a lot going on here. So first I sold a straddle, the 1650 straddle at 375. So if we do open up at 1480, that is essentially $2 below 375 minus 2. Means that I would still make about $1.75 on that trade. Again, a lot could happen between now and then. I did buy some stock after hours at 1493, so if it can hold from there, that would help. Now this is the complete trade here. This is an iron fly. Again, that a bet that we're going to stay within the $3.42 move. So far we're down $2, so we are within that move, so that's good. And then last but not least, oh my God, there's so many people buying calls on this stock, and you could go 2 standard deviations out and get 36 cents. And you could go 3 standard deviations out and get 18 cents. Oh my God, I had to sell those on principle. So I sold those naked. I don't actually advise that because that's dangerous, but in this case, it had to be done. Okay, so from here, the next question, of course, well, Tesla. I mean, Tesla has been insane. This is one that we've kind of locked and loaded, and mostly doing a combination of, you'll notice here that my theta on this trade is positive, right? But what we're doing here is I've got a lot of put credit spreads that are expiring this week. That's like a iron fly. But really, I think the money shots here are a little bit longer term. The 700, 800 March call debit spread, you just kind of sit on that with the idea that by the time we get there, we'll be at 800. And then the 620, 720 January one. This one, frankly, is going to be harder. My dream for this is that I can actually hold into January, which is dicey, but the goal with that is that these could be gains that I could then defer taxes to pay on until, April 2022 instead of April 2021. So all it is tax deferment. Now, when you're doing that, just keep in mind that is a secondary goal, not your primary goal. If you get a sell signal, you have to sell. I'm crossing my fingers that Tesla will allow me to just hold on to these. I can capture these gains and I can move those taxes into, way, way, way down the line. Let's see, what else do we have cooking here? Okay, so one question I get too is a lot about tastyworks. A lot of times people say like I'm using thinkorswim. They're like, don't you like tastyworks? I do like tastyworks quite a bit. This is for this account I did put a little over 200,000 in the middle of the year. It's had a good run, and typically doing things like selling premium, selling put credit spreads, stuff like that. I always have a hard time buying calls on tastyworks because I know Tom has an allergic reaction to buying calls. I mean, that's kind of tongue in cheek, but anyway, what we've also done recently is we finally, after like 10 years, are getting some of our premium tools on the platform, which is kind of cool. And so the question that I've been getting this year is like, okay, so are you switching everything over to tastyworks at this point? Well, it's not that simple, and but the answer is yes. I'm going to be switching more and more money over there, but really it's understanding why. And so what we're going to be doing, Tom and I are going to be doing a webinar, free webinar on Wednesday, December 9th, 7 o'clock Central. And what we're going to be talking about, I'm going to let Tom talk about kind of the improvements that are coming out on tastyworks. Including some things with crypto that's pretty cool, including what's called the Forever Option Chain, which is brand new. That's really cool. And of course, if you guys know Tom, I mean, he's always great to listen to. But also want to talk about how we're essentially going to be working together more closely and all the tools that we will have available on their platform. There'll be some free tools, there'll be some premium tools, and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, if you are thinking of going to Tastyworks, I would wait a moment, because if you wait until tomorrow, we're going to have a link which will allow you to get a store credit in our own store if you would like to get some of our tools, etc., etc. So if you're thinking about it, I guess I just suggest wait like 24 hours, come to the free webinar, and you will get $500 in store credits for things that you might have wanted, different things like that. But in addition, I'm just going to kind of show you my plan in using it for 2021, why I'm considering it, how much am I going to move over there, is it going to be a big trading account, am I going to be selling premium, what are the advantages that it has over other platforms, all that kind of fun stuff, and really just kind of laying out my plan for 2021. 2021, right? Because as you guys know, I do use Thinkorswim. I like them. I use TradeStation. I like them. I use Infinity more for day trading futures. And then, of course, Tasty. And so the idea is, where in the universe of at least what I do, where does Tasty fit into that? And it's just going to be taking a kind of a front and center stage, and just want to explain why and all the cool things that are on there. Like I said, I've been watching Tom, since he left TOS and he started Tasty Trade, and he mentioned having a broker. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm like, come on, get your developers going. This is going to be great, and we're finally there. So excited to talk about it. All right, that's what I got. You guys have a fantastic. I guess I should show you where the webinar, right? Go to simplertrading.com/switch. That's hard to say really fast. And that will take you to this page. And all you got to do is come over. It shows you the time, what we're going to be talking about, but just put your first name, last name, email, register now, and then you will automatically get all the information for this webinar. And again, it's free, and it's really just kind of talking about, if you're really going to take trading seriously in 2021, what are the tools, the platforms that you need to make that happen, and why? All right, should be fun. You guys have a fantastic night, and looking forward to connecting with you tomorrow night on this free webinar.